Hello and welcome, my friends. TGIF. Welcome to the end of February and the beginning of March. It's truly crazy how fast time seems to fly, especially as we're having fun, or not fun, depending on how you look at it. So today we're going to be looking at the end of February, the 26th through to the 4th, right? Wow. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm always amazed, and it seems like as I get older, the time seems to fly even faster. For this reading, I do have, of course, one of my favorite decks, the Chromatic Fates Tarot. I love the fact that 78 individual artists all contributed to this deck. I have another deck, the Woven Tarot, that's similar, that there's 78 artists who are working together and all have their own card. So excited. Anyway, and then this morning I was drawn to the Enchanted Oracle to play with the Chromatic Fates. So let's look at this. What can my friends expect from the week of February 26th through to March 4th? Oh, why? Okay, good time for a teaching moment. So when you have a jumper, it's one card, not half your deck. That is total human error in the fact that there seems to be a discrepancy between my head and my hands today. I'm not done my first cup of tea, so it's really showing. So no, and as you, okay, you can have that card. As you get used to working with tarot, you will still huck half your deck down on the floor. You will get jumpers, but you get used to how the decks feel and when they're ready and done. It's an intuitional piece. Some people who are very visual will see that they tell me that a light, there's the deck isn't as bright or light. So we'll talk about the one that really, really wanted out. And it's the Eight of Cups. Such a fantastic rendition. Oh, words are hard. My hand, my head. Oh yeah, it's a good day. The Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is usually that reminiscing card. It's usually got the flowers with the kid and this kind of really weird hatted individual. It's a gnome. And it talks about that reminiscing. This is going to be a fantastic time to do some reflection. We don't want to get caught up in the past or hyper-focusing in on the future, but just do a bit of a check-in. Where are you at? We're starting to look at that transition from winter to spring as we're coming into March. The spring equinox is a couple of weeks away. What have you been able to accomplish? Don't get critical. Don't get hurtful. We just want to look at what it is we've accomplished. It helps us to look at where you want to go. What do you want to achieve? Goal setting, reflection, it's helpful when you're looking at tools of growth, development, experience. And I love it. One of my favorite renditions of the Two of Cups. There is a fellow in the mirror, and she's on the other side. Very much a balance card. Especially with the Eight of Cups, we want to look at that balance between emotion and knowledge. We don't have swords on the deck, but we have double cards. One's a reflection reminiscing card. The other one is about relationship and connection. We do need to do some reminiscing. We do need to look at where we're at. And no, I'm not really getting this as, oh, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so is going to make everything okay. No, this is about you making you okay. Your relationship with self. Where are you functioning from? Big pieces here, guys. emotionally, checking into where our emotional standpoint is, checking into how we're feeling. Ongoing reflection really does support us in getting, well, not only the most out of things, but able to maintain that control of self because we are looking at that reflection piece. You can see where you're functioning from and what you need to help function better. All right, let's look at the beginning of the week. What can my friends expect from the beginning of the week? So this is where we're going to end off February. I do encourage a lot of my clients to do ongoing reflections and intentions, setting them. So doing it like a reflection sheet to reflect what you've accomplished over the last month, what you want to accomplish in the next month. I actually have a booklet on my Ko-fi page that you can, it's a download that you can start to look at some of that intentional, well, goal setting and reflection. Gives you prompts as to what will help and not get caught up in that pain and heartache, because that's always a kind of a catch-22 when you're looking at that reminiscing, is to get caught up in the good old days or caught up in that pain and heartache. And that's not what we want to do. We really want to work with, well, the facts here. And this card helps to bring in the facts. The Hermit. 9th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about, well, that inner reflection. I do like how we have a bit of a crescent moon here. That's exactly the moon phase that we're dealing with. Where we've got that, is it waxing? I believe we're in the waxing form. Where we can bring in that balance, that understanding. So using the tools at hand, looking at that light. The Hermit helps us shine the light into some of those unknown areas, some of those aspects that we're struggling with. Like I said, the beginning of the week is a fantastic time for some reflection, checking into where you're at, and what's more, what you need to step forward. Again, it brings in that balance piece. You can use that lunar energy to help with that balance, especially in the beginning of the week. It'll help, well, kick your week off well, but it'll also help you to get the ball in motion for other things to come. All right, let's look at March. Let's step into March. What does March look like? The Hierophant, Keeper of Keys. Usually somewhere on the card, and there isn't one here, there's keys. It does have birds, but this is the card with the Pope-like figure, and then there's like two people paying homage to this Pope-like figure, and then below on the stairs there are two keys. That's what the original card has. The Hermit talks about teachers, learning, school, community, and opportunity. We were never meant to do this journey alone. We know that. If we were meant to do this journey alone, we wouldn't have a guardian angel with us since conception. We wouldn't have guides. We wouldn't have access to support from the high vibrational beings. It would be a lone piece. We would also not thrive in family and community settings. Do we need to be recharged in the singular? Absolutely. But no, we do need to step up and ask for help. We do need to step up and look for teachers, look for learning opportunities, look for those keys. So reflection at the beginning of the week enters in to looking at opportunities for those intentions. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And who do you need to ask for help? Whether it be a class, connecting with an old teacher, learning about something that you've always wanted to, or build off something that you've started. A lot of opportunity in the middle of the week. That reflection will really cascade into these opportunities and how it's going to help you. These are major pieces. Big pieces, soul pieces. So the beginning of the week, the step into March, we're looking at putting, well, our ducks in a row, getting things sorted. See what the end of the week brings. What can my friends expect from the end of the week? And guys, no, this is not a formal commitment. We're not, like, it's not, and only if this is meaningful for you, to like sign a contract with a church or what have you. This is more about the opportunities. Know you will have more than one teacher. You should have lots of teachers. Know that you will have more than one need for growth, for different, like, I think of it as a library, if you will. We there's not just one book that's going to be your interest. It's going to be lots of different things. So don't minimize yourself here. Don't try and pen yourself in. We should have lots of different areas to explore, lots of different people to help us. And no, teachers are not always people at the front of a classroom just blobbing to us. Teachers come in all forms, all shapes. This card was upside down, and it is the 5 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Coins. So know that these pieces are meant to reconnect you, bring you that balance. Like I said, this is a balance about you, for you. So it's going to be important that you, because you're the only one who can do it, do the work. And we're not looking at hours and hours and hours. This is a top up for what you're currently doing. Even if you don't like what you're currently doing, this is going to support you in building up and out from what you don't like and really amplifying what you do. The end of the week, we're seeing that walk away. That's why this card was upside down. We're seeing that reconnection into meaningful aspects that are truly your own. Okay? So, little bit of time here and there. Don't try to exasperate things by doing hours and hours and hours of reading or hours and hours and hours of research. Give yourself time. You have a lifetime to do this in. This does not need to be completed this week. This is a start. All right. What other supports will help my friends embrace this week and get the most out of this reconnection? I know as humans, we like to try and get everything done now, but that's not the case. That's not going to help us. That can really overwhelm us really fast. And then we disconnect and do nothing. So really, be mindful of that. Spirit of Yule. How fantastic. So no, we don't need to go sing Christmas carols unless you want to. This is more the spirit of the joy, the excitement, the light. Because Yule is one of the fire festivals. That's what we need, that connection, that support. So know that, again, the energies that we are searching for, we can intentionally call in and we can bring them to our everyday. Oh, thank you. Serenity. Such a beautiful card. Adding into that, please don't forget you can call in that lunar energy. Just saying. I told you at the beginning of the week we have that waxing moon that helps with that balance, help us to get work done. But some of that work may be nurturing. So you might want the new moon. It may be that you need the full moon to do some releasing. You can intentionally call it in, right? by setting those intentions, you know what? I need to release something that's holding me back from this. I need to release something that's going to help me reconnect in even more fully and feel really stable. So do that. I need to heal myself to connect in. Fantastic. If you need help with any of those, on my channel here, of course, I have all those amazing meditations, all those healings. They're guided, they're free, and they're probably in the triple digits by now, so use them. Revisit them. Let them help you. That's why they're there. That's why I created them, is supports to help you with what we're doing, with what you need to do and what you want to do. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Enjoy this week. This is fantastic. Enjoy your step into March and enjoy that reflection and starting to connect into some stuff that you need to, that you want to connect in with. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as it does help people find me on the sea of YouTube. But more importantly, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you know when I've posted. And yes, I will come back live when I'm live. If you're looking for an added layer of support, or if you're looking for that workbook, I do have a Patreon and Ko-fi page. The workbook is linked in is in the shop of my Ko-fi page, so you can go check it out. There are links below. Again, don't forget to enjoy this week, my friends. Don't get caught up in the work. Make it fun. Keep it light. Until tomorrow, my friends.